Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to today's Yin Yoga practice. Today we are going to explore a shorter practice than usual, maybe a 30 minutes practice focusing on your hips and hamstrings, and a wonderful opportunity for you to connect with your body, mind and spirit. We are going to slow down in this practice. Remember, our asanas are held for 3 to 5 minutes, so we really need to find the edge, a perfect point wherein we can hold that asana for that long. So finding that sweet spot for yourself. We also remain still in our poses, so that usually a principle that we follow, a second principle that we remain still in our poses and we hold into our poses for the time that we have decided. So let's get started and let's meet on the mat. And also, of course, you can grab some cushions, pillows, bolster to make your practice more accessible for yourself. You can do this practice absolutely without the props, so don't worry if you don't have anything around you. So let's start on the mat. So let us get on the mat and we will begin a practice with a bit of breath awareness. So you can sit in a cross-legged position, or if it is comfortable for you, you can swing your knees back and sit in Vajrasana by sliding a cushion under your hips. This is not compulsory. You can sit without the cushion as well, but it can make you feel more comfortable in the pose. So place your palms over your thighs, palms facing down, and gently close your eyes. Allow your shoulders to relax. Settle your hips down and notice how you're feeling in your body right now. Connect with your breath, noticing your breath. And imagine your breath flowing throughout the body, and your whole body expands with inhalation and contracts with exhalation. And as we took some time here to settle down, ground ourselves, let us also join the palms together. We'll be chanting one Om Sri Shantis to begin our practice for today. Breathe in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. As you exhale, you can open your eyes. We're going to begin our practice. Like I said, we are going to focus on hips and hamstrings. So we're going to begin our practice with half shoelace. So you can extend your legs forward in front of you. Bend your right knee and draw your right foot closer to your left hip, and as far as you can. Now for some of you, maybe your knee is lifted, then you can put some cushions in between to support the knee. But otherwise, if you feel comfortable enough, then that's great. If you want to support your right foot with a cushion or the block, you can do that as well. Now over here, we are going to fold forward. So we are working on a hip here, outer hip, as we fold forward, as well as the stretch in the hamstring that we'll be focusing on. So we'll stay here for about 3 minutes. So you can walk your palms forward and allow your chest to sink down and feeling this nice deep stretch in your hamstring. If you want to use props, make a pile of pillows or cushions on top of your lap, and then maybe resting your elbows, interlace your fingers, rest your forehead on the on your fingers, on your palms. So you can do that, explore different options. You can just remain in the center if this itself is challenging enough for you. Remember to find your edge. So I feel really too tight in my hamstrings today. So I am not really, my edge is just here. I am not able to go deeper, that stiff that my hamstrings feel. So listen to your body and act accordingly. Find your edge. That's very important. And dropping the head down really helps you because you can just lose all the control. Once you find your edge, allow yourself to just be in the pose and relax, surrender. And notice all the sensations that you might be getting right now. Allow your body to slowly open. And you can press your palms down to step out of your pose. Walk your palms back to bring your torso back in the center. And we're going to change the side. Extend your right leg, bend your left knee, draw your left foot closer to your right sit bone and folding over forward here. Relax your shoulders, allow yourself to really surrender. And in between, sweep your awareness throughout the body to see if you're holding any tension. You might feel that you start shrugging your shoulder or you start clenching your jaw. Though those are just unconscious behavior that our body does when there is some kind of resistance in the body. So you can, in the body or in the mind, so you can just notice that and allow yourself to become aware and let it release. Let go of resistance, if any. And allow yourself to really merge and immerse yourself into this experience in full acceptance, whatever we might be feeling right now, emotionally, mentally, physically. And to come out of your pose, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale to place your palms on the mat. Walk your palms back, sending the floor away with your fingertips. Maybe taking a round of rotation in your neck here. Sometimes keeping the neck in same position can make you feel a little bit of strain in the neck. Making whatever movement you feel like making. Now we are going to move into Malasana from here, the squat pose. So draw your heels closer to your sit bone. You can either keep your feet parallel to each other or maybe opening them a little bit more diagonally. Palms behind you and start to lift your hips up. Now it may be challenging for some of you to keep the foot flat on the ground. In that case, I would suggest to draw a cushion or the block under your heel. So let us stay here for about 3 minutes. You can just allow your torso to relax wherever you are. Our upper arms might be resting over the knees. You can interlace the fingers, rest your head over the palms and relax. Using a block, the bolster is also an option. You can keep it upright and just hugging the bolster. Surrender fully. And notice what is happening in your hip area, lower back area as you stay here. And sometimes your mind give you resistance to the stillness itself, that it will ask you to move, you'll feel like moving. Of course, if you want to adjust yourself, you can move as much. However, no unnecessary movements. We are not itching, we are not fiddling with our fingers, we are not playing with our hair. We are simply remaining still in our poses into a meditative state of mind, maybe. Connected with the breath all the time. Slowly start to come out. We are going to move into the dangling pose for a hamstring stretch, and of course it works on your hips and the lower back as well. So for the dangling pose, you cross your arms and start to, and also bring your feet together in the sense parallel to each other and hip distance apart, and start to lift your hips up. You can keep your knees slightly bent wherever you feel that this is enough stretch for my hamstrings and this is only how much I can take, because you're going to stay here for about 3 minutes. I would say then stop there. Find your edge. Don't push yourself too much. Allow your torso to hang down. Allow the gravity to pull your torso and feeling that stretch in the hamstrings, the passive one. And with time, if you find the new edge, if your knees are getting straightened easily, feel free to do that. And if you feel your body weight shifting more towards your toes, shift your body weight back as well. Let it be equally or distributed on the mound of your toes and on your heels. And if your knees go fully straight, that's okay. My hamstrings are too tight today for me to straighten my knees, so I'm really remaining in my edge and not pushing anything here. And at any point you feel that the edge that you have found is too much for you to take, go back to a different edge. If your knees are straight, you might want to bend them again. That's okay. You can go back on your edge. Exactly, in life, we make certain decisions and sometimes we stick to our decisions and we don't want to go back. Our ego doesn't want to go back. And it is okay to go back if things are getting unbearable and you can't, it is not serving you anymore. Let go of that, and that's how you open the doors for something new. And to come out of it slowly, relax, place your palms on the mat and slowly bring your hips back down. Beautiful. Place your hips back on the ground. We are going to move into the butterfly pose, making a diamond shape with our legs, bringing the sole of your feet together. Maybe support your ankles with a cushion or something in case, because we hold for longer time, sometimes your ankles may start getting hurt. A nice diamond shape in between. If you feel your lower back is rounding too much, then place a cushion under your hips. That will give a proper height and a nice tilt to your pelvis. So we round our upper back, but we are not rounding the lower back as such. So we try and keep this area nicely bent here. Now if you want, you can place your palms over your feet or hold on to your shin. You may also want to have a bolster, resting your head on the bolster or forearm on the bolster, whatever feels good to you. Some of you may be in the center, that's okay. Wherever you are, find your edge and allow yourself to relax and chill. And start to come out of your pose. Exhale. Release. Walk your palms back. Bring your feet together, closer to you. And then we're going to lie down on our back here. So once you lie down on your back, the pose we are going to explore is happy baby pose. So you can bring both of your knees closer to your shoulders, open your shin, catch hold of your ankle or your shin, or place your palms inside your foot by lifting your hips a little bit. If you want, you can also slide a cushion under your hips if that feels comfortable. And plus, after you place your palms, allow the weight of your palms to rest on your foot and your lower back pressing down again. So instead of lifting the hips, allow your lower back to go back down on the mat and relax your shoulders. If you feel your arms are too stretched out, then just hold on to your shin wherever it is comfortable for your arms as well. I'm going to hold here for about 3 minutes, working on your groin, your hips here. Relax, try and relax. And as you breathe in, to breathe out, bring the sole of your feet back together. Bring your knees back together, hug your shin for a minute, bringing your groin back to the neutral position. Relax also. And stretch your arms into T shape from here and drop your knees on either side. You can drop your knees onto your right, maybe place a cushion under or in between your knees. Moving into a nice twist here, a gentle one. Just about 2 minutes, relaxing your body, relaxing your entire being here. And slowly coming back to the center and moving on to the other side. And slowly come back in the center to relax. Maybe extend your legs out, keeping them away from each other, arms as per what your body feels like doing right now. And relax yourself completely. About 3 to 4 minutes into silence, into our being, and feeling your mere existence, your life as it is, without trying to change anything about it. And you can continue to relax for longer time. If you want them out, you can start to bring your awareness to your toes and fingers, maybe moving them a little nicely and gently. You can move your head from one side to the other. You can stretch your whole body if you wish. And make whatever sound you want to make. Roll your knees to the right and slowly come up into your sitting posture. So let us just spend a moment here to absorb the practice, to absorb how we are feeling after this short practice. A beautiful practice to teach us surrender. And let us also, as we end the session, fill ourselves with gratitude for this practice, for the fact that we have showed up on the mat, and for everything that we have received so far. So we will be chanting one Om Tri Shantis to seal this practice for today. Breathe in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. As you exhale, you can open your eyes. Thank you for joining me in. I hope you're feeling all right after the practice. If you have any questions or anything to say, or if you want to share your experience, I would love to hear from you in the comment section. And I really hope to see you soon again in some of the practice. Until then, bye-bye.